Hello, welcome to this small video about me talking about the bikers for the Eldar army. As you can see here, I got 3 Windriders here and 1 Autarch Skyrunner. Now, the main thing you can obviously see is that the bike for the Autarch Skyrunner and the actual Autarch, or Ortarch, I don't know how to pronounce that, are actually 2 different materials. That is my first complaint to Games Workshop. The plastics or the resin that the Autarch is made out of is very cheap and has a lot of air bubbles in it. Now, if you achieve or if you experience this with any of your models, I highly recommend you probably seek out a way to get Games Workshop to replace that. Now let me see if I can get it in focus here. I certainly cannot, please. Focus. Here we go. So, if you get a model like this with the white plastics, I highly recommend you to see if you can get a replacement, because this is horrible. Now, unfortunately, I didn't know this when I started out, so I just now recently got aware of how shit this actually is. Now, the great plastics here are way better, way more durable. It has no flaws, basically, and they're just much better overall. I don't know why I got this. I don't know why it's 2 different components. It's like, what? Why? Or 2 different materials. It's like ridiculously stupid. So another thing I want to show you guys is, this is the saim-hann package, as you can see here. If I can get it to focus again, would be lovely. So, Phoenix Lord saim-hann. He comes in the same material as the Autarch for some reason, and here it's really, you can see the plastics are bent. The frame of the plastic are bent, and I don't know if I can show you this, but the sword of the actual unit is actually bent as well. It's very difficult to see on camera here. See if I can get it in focus. You can see there a little bit. The sword is the first thing. It's really, like, it's not straight at all. I'm really disappointed in Games Workshop, and I don't know how or why they produce their models in this. I don't know. I think I am this close to going down to my local shop and asking them for another one, because this material, it's just not acceptable. I don't know why Games Workshop would ever make it out of this. Seriously. Multi-million-dollar or pound company that makes it out of cheap plastics. I have no idea why they would do that. But the Windriders come in the new plastics, or the durable plastics. Here we have another package of them. They're very good looking. You can't really, without it reflecting here from the plastics. They're really nice. Comes 3. We have 3 miniatures in 1 package for 300 kroner, or what would that be, like $35 maybe? And they come in these small frames, so they're easy to differentiate. Now let me show you what I mean by that. You can see here, let me just get this up. So here you can see standard case, nothing there, nothing to complain about. I haven't had any problems with the Windriders yet. As you can see, I've assembled 3 of them, and then that 1 Autarch Skyrunner. Now, let's see here. So everything we get right off the bat here, the bases, they're just loosely in there. It's not a problem. And the stands for them, you get two different heights. Get long height and short height. I guess so you can differentiate in the limitation of your bikers. So this is all the contents. We have a guide to how to build them, including their data sheets on the back of it in different languages. We have let's see here. We have English, French, Spanish, German, and I have no Italian. I think, I don't know. So if you don't speak English, then got that. So these are the boards. Now, each of these different frames here has an entire model in it. So the entire bike is here for one unit or for one model, and one guy is here, and then their equipment choice. So let's just break this apart here. Those are two individuals here in this one. So here are all the three bikers in each of their frames. So that's definitely a plus for me, is that they have this. It's a very big plus. You need this. Alright, then you have the decals. Your standard Eldar decal. This is the one you get with everything. Literally everything. There's nothing really. You have your bases and your different heights. Now, one thing I noticed when I assembled these guys is these things don't really, I haven't glued these together, because when I want to transport them, it's really difficult to transport something that has this big of a range or height on it. So I of course don't want to glue this on, because then I wouldn't be able to get it off. So I keep it like this. But if you don't glue it on, then these guys won't be, they'll be just flopping around here. And yeah, really, so that's another sort of complaint that I have, is we need something for the flying bases to stick without actually being permanent. And the way I found is there's a little bit of a gap where you can actually, where it like feels tight, so it really sits on there and it can hold itself. But if you're in a game, like, and you want to just swoop, like something dies or you want to move it, that's just gonna be a hassle. Like, something I have a lot of, like, what the fuck is going on Games Workshop, where I think they're just really fucking lazy. Like with the old plastics, like, come on, guys, you're not lacking money. There's no fucking way that you guys are lacking money. So please just get rid of all the old plastics, get in with new ones. We don't want this. We love your products, but this is not acceptable. When I made him, there were air bubbles in the base between the legs and the torso, and the last lance or laser lance that you can equip an autarch with on the Skyrunner, it was bent. Like, it was really bent. It was unusable. Let me see if I can find it here. I think I might be able to. So, here is the lance. This is right off the bat. You can see how bent that is. This is supposed to be straight, and it is extremely bent. Let me see if I can get a closer look here. As you can see, this is not acceptable. I mean, come on. And from the side view here, like, come on, Games Workshop. This shit, it's not okay. And this, let me remind you, this guy, he costs $30. Yeah, $30 for this one model that has broken parts, spent parts, I was sort of I wasn't gonna go with this, but imagine if I was running a Shining Spears detachment, Outrider detachment, and I wanted the last laser lance. I wouldn't be able to because this is fucked up. It's unusable. Like seriously, you pay $30 for something that is bent. Um, like seriously, and just because they don't want to get rid of all their old products that they already made, incredibly bad. Uh, I don't understand why they would ever put this out there. Why they would sell that to any of their customers, and this is directly ordered um, from Games Workshop's webpage. That's I don't understand why. Why would you do that? Well, Windriders, no complaints about that. I have no complaints about their other units, except for literally all of their HQ. The Farseer I have, the Spirit Seer I have, now this Autarch that I have, are all made of that horrible, horrible plastic. This as well. My sermon. Completely new. Haven't even opened it yet. This is 2020 now. There's no fucking way they're still making these. This has got to be a really old model. Before they actually started making money. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I might go down, return this, and then order it off. This I bought this in a shop. I might go down, return this guy, and then go to an official Games Workshop shop, and then look for another one, because I'm not gonna keep this. This is there's no way. And I feel bad for my local workshop because it's not their or local store because it's not their fault that that it's this shitty ass compound or material. I don't understand why Games Workshop would do this. Horrible, horrible material. I don't know, but as you can probably hear, I'm extremely frustrated that they would ever consider using this bad material. So yeah, that was my little video about how messed up this hobby is and why the fuck would they do that. I don't know. So yeah, I hope you guys have a nice Saturday.